On June 11, 2025, federal agent Tom Horman led a controversial raid on a suspected cartel-financed leftist hub in downtown LA. Intelligence suggested the location was a nexus for money laundering and drug trafficking, with ties to Mexican-Colombian cartels. The raid uncovered stacks of cash, drugs, and encrypted communication devices, implicating a deeper conspiracy. Critics called it an overreach, while supporters hailed it as a necessary strike against organized crime. The operation's aftermath would ignite a firestorm of protests and violence. Within hours, the raid became a media battleground. Conservative outlets framed it as a victory against cartel-backed anarchists, while left-leaning platforms decried it as state-sponsored violence. Viral hashtags like Horman Raids and LA Under Fire trended globally, amplifying divisions. Misinformation spread rapidly, with claims of unprovoked ICE arrests at a Home Depot later debunked. The media's role in polarizing public opinion set the stage for escalating unrest. By nightfall, protests near City Hall turned violent. Molotov cocktails lit up the sky as rioters clashed with police. Graffiti reading "No Justice, No Peace" and cartel tags appeared on buildings. Cartel-affiliated gangs infiltrated the chaos, using it as cover for looting and arson. Authorities struggled to contain the unrest, which mirrored the 1992 riots, but with a darker, more organized edge. The city teetered on the brink of anarchy. Amid the riots, cartels executed a calculated plan. Armored trucks disguised as aid vehicles smuggled weapons and drugs through protest zones. Gangs in gas masks unloaded crates under the cover of smoke and confusion. Intelligence later revealed these operations were pre-planned, leveraging the unrest to expand their networks. The riots weren't just spontaneous outrage, they were a smokescreen for criminal enterprise. The protest leaders denied cartel ties, but evidence surfaced of encrypted cartel-funded communication devices distributed among activists. Live streamers used burner phones supplied by shadowy figures, unknowingly amplifying cartel propaganda. Protest kits containing shields and gas masks were traced to cartel-linked suppliers. The line between idealism and exploitation blurred, raising questions about who was truly pulling the strings. Agent Horman uncovered a damning paper trail. Hacked emails showed cartel payments to riot organizers, and protest routes overlapped with smuggling paths. Financial records linked grassroots groups to offshore accounts. The evidence pointed to a coordinated effort to destabilize LA, with cartels and leftist factions as unlikely allies. The discovery put Horman in the crosshairs of both criminals and corrupt officials. Cartel hitmen stormed Horman's safe house in a neon-lit alley. A brutal gunfight ensued, leaving the agent wounded but alive. He escaped with bloodied evidence, proving the cartels would kill to protect their operation. The attack exposed the stakes. This wasn't just about protests, it was a war for control of LA's underworld, with Horman as the lone wolf standing in their way. As riots reached Koreatown, store owners armed themselves against looters. Cartel snipers perched on rooftops, picking off targets. Buildings burned, echoing the 1992 riots, but with a more militarized edge. The National Guard's absence was glaring. Critics accused Governor Newsom of hesitation. The siege became a symbol of lawlessness, with citizens taking justice into their own hands. President Trump deployed the National Guard under the Insurrection Act, bypassing Governor Newsom's objections. Troops in riot gear enforced curfews, while drones surveilled the streets. Conspiracies spread. Were the riots staged to justify federal overreach? The move divided the nation, with some praising it as necessary and others decrying it as authoritarian. LA became a battleground for America's soul. The riots ended, but the truth remained elusive. A montage of conflicting narratives played out. Cartels counting profits, leftists mourning their hijacked cause, and Horman staring at the skyline, knowing the fight wasn't over. The cycle of violence left LA scarred, with one question haunting the nation. Was this chaos spontaneous or a carefully orchestrated attack on America's fabric?